People think they're lazy, but the truth is, life today is engineered to make you weak. Think about the average person, or maybe even you. Instant scrolling, you have your Netflix, your food deliveries, you have FaceTime to connect you with people when you're not in person, even the AI boom recently taking over everything. These things all remove friction from our lives, which, great, solves problems, but creates a set of its own. As software and technology develops, grows, and becomes more prominent in our daily lives, we become reliant on such technology and therefore become complacent. Hands up if you've seen the movie WALL-E. Anyone? Anyone? Just me? No, you've seen it too? Okay, everybody's seen WALL-E. We all know everyone's seen WALL-E. That show literally depicts what our world will turn out to be the more we rely on technology and have these things solve our own problems for us. But the good news is that surely we'll learn from these movies and we definitely won't end up in the same place, right? The good note to this is that now that we know what the problem is, we can figure out how to solve it. Think about it this way. The things we do the most are usually because they're the easiest to do. I want you to once again think of the things that you do the most frequently in your day and therefore your weeks. And now I want you to think about the last time you tried to set a goal and it fell through. Why did that goal fall through? What weren't you able to do to connect you from where you are to where you wanted to go? More often than not, the reason is probably because it feels daunting. To set such a high objective for yourself and to create a means to get there, most people want to sprint towards that outcome when that outcome is more of a marathon style pace. A simple equation I like to bring up when helping people with these problems is new plus different plus effort equals friction. And friction is the thing that you must get around when trying to solve these problems. Let me explain. When something is new, it feels daunting because it's different from what you're used to. So new plus different, you're already halfway there, plus the effort. If I want to run a marathon and I set a goal for 8 to 10 months from now, I have to put in effort into making sure I run at least twice a week to get ready for that marathon. Not only that, but it gets increasingly more difficult to keep up with the pacing and the mileage as you get closer and closer to that day. And as I stated earlier, many people just want to sprint all the way to that finish line. But really, you have to pace yourself. You have to boil it down into these bite-sized actions that you can do on a daily and weekly basis. So in order to make that desirable swap and make the bad habits less exciting and the good habits that you want to create more exciting and easier to do, we have to reduce friction for the good things and add friction to the bad. Do this for 30 to 90 days and you have already just built yourself a system that will last. But what about discipline? Discipline versus systems, which one is best? I first want to ask you, what does discipline mean to you? Is it grind time? Is it locking in? Is it doing shit when you don't feel like doing it? And second, I want to ask what systems mean to you. Maybe it's a well-oiled machine and seeing all the cogs move perfectly in sync with each other. Maybe it's Kobe Bryant showing up to practice 2 hours early and leaving 2 hours late. That's his system. That's what works for him. But what does it mean to you? And finally, why do successful people always seem to get shit done every single day, no matter the day, no matter how they feel? You'd think surely they have bad days too, right? The short answer is yes. Discipline will always be there in the background, but it's creating these systems, creating these unwavering tasks that you are able to do no matter what the day is, no matter how you're feeling, and no matter what your schedule is looking like. You will get them done. You may be listening wondering what the right thing to do is, but I can't tell you that. You have to figure out what your end goal is and what is the little task that you can do today and tomorrow and the day after that to get you there. That's what the right thing is. So what are some examples of a well-run system? Well, easy ones would be stuff like eating the same thing for breakfast every single day before work. This is a really simple system, but very effective because you don't have to think about anything breakfast related anymore. You eat the same thing every single day, you get to work, it saves time. Another easy one would be planning out all of your clothes on Sunday so you know exactly what you're going to wear to work every single day of the week. More medium systems would be stuff like going to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Those have a little bit more effort involved, and that's why I kind of deem them as medium-tiered systems. They require more effort. It requires you to physically exert your energy after a long days of work. But maybe it's not after a long days of work for you. Maybe it's earlier in the day, maybe you do it before your work, but that's up to you. Figure that out, schedule it where it makes sense. The idea of systems is to create this massive goal for yourself and then shrink it down into these little bite-sized actions that you can do on a daily or weekly basis. Think about the goal of a marathon, now just running 3 times weekly. Manageable, right? Or having this grand piano song that you would love to play one day versus playing for 10 to 15 minutes after dinner every single day. Just these little things that will eventually get you there. Yes, systems take time because there is no one hack that beats everything to get to where you want to go. You have to put in the work. And like anything else, this may also require some trial and error. You may not get the right system on your first try, but you try something, you figure out what worked, what didn't work, and you reiterate. You try it again, create a slightly different system. Maybe that works better for you now. And trust me, you will know when that system is working for you because you yourself will feel like that well-oiled machine. So there you have it. You aren't lazy, but life just makes you weak. But now you don't have an excuse. Now you know what the problem is, you know why it happens, and you know what to do to solve it. So if you guys have learned something new today, I would love if you let me know down in the comments below what your biggest problem is right now and how you plan on solving it. That's it for me, guys. Take care.